the bunch, and you get a chance to restore your lead. Did you like what I did there?
I love it. Great plug.
You hated it. I can see it in your eyes. You hated every bit of it. Pick a number for me, please.
420.
I'm not asking about that one. Take off the mask. Is Tyler from Blakely still here? Okay. 420 is a wheel spin. Ethan.
Again?
It is another wheel spin. You're finding all the wheels. You know those people that yell, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy? Ethan is hitting all the whammies. Here we go. Let's see what it lands on. Could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. Killer combo is what you landed on. Now, this is the, I think, best thing you can land on the wheel. So here's how it works. I'm going to give you a question. If you get it right, you get 1 point. If you get it right, you not only get the point, you also get to answer another question, and another question, and another, and another, and another, until you miss. So you play until you miss. You could rack up really 1,000,000 points here if you get 1,000,000 questions right. Problem is there's only 500. Okay. Here we go. Here is the question. For 1 point, what U.S. state is home to Acadia National Park? What U.S. state is home to Acadia National Park?
Is that Maine?
That is correct for 1 point. And you get to go again with another question. Here we go. During the lyrics of the Elvis song, Jailhouse Rock, who does Elvis mention is playing tenor saxophone? This would also be a record in Killer Combo. If you get this correct, you will set the high score in number of questions answered correctly in a Killer Combo.
One more time with the question.
Here we go. During the lyrics of the Elvis song Jailhouse Rock, who does Elvis mention is playing tenor saxophone?
Is it the warden of the jail, or is it someone's name?
If you go with the warden, I have to accept the warden. I cannot answer any questions further or give you any hints. Are you going with the warden?
I'm going with the warden.
The correct answer is Spider Murphy. Spider Murphy playing tenor saxophone.
Oh, Spider.
Spider Murphy. It's a popular lyric in the song. This is not a hidden thing. It was in my annual. Okay, Ethan, 1 point there in the Killer Combo, but you are on the board. Burnon, you got some room to make up here. What number are you going with?
369.
Not going to ask about that one either. Here we go. 369.
Damn you fine.
I mean,
we were all thinking
Lil Jon. I was thinking the Lil Jon song.
This is a question about hockey.
Oh, great.
You can take it for 3. You can pass it to one of your competitors for 2.
It to Ben.
You're going to pass it to Ben. Ben, would you consider yourself a hockey fan?
Lukewarmly.
Okay. Here is the question. How many NHL franchises does Canada currently have?
How long do I have?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, we got the Canucks, the Flames, the Canadians, the Senators, the Jets, Canucks, Flames, Senators, Canucks, Flames, Senators, Jets. I feel like I said another one. Did I say another one? Canucks, Flames, I feel like it's 5. I feel like I said Canucks.
Whenever you want to lock in your answer, you give me the note.
Canucks. Vancouver Canucks, Calgary Flames, Winnipeg Jets, Ottawa Senators, Montreal Canadiens. Is that 5? 5.
5 is incorrect. The correct answer is 7.
Toronto Maple Leafs. Damn it.
And the Edmonton Oilers, I didn't hear you name.
No, 7.
So 7. 7 is the correct answer. So that's a successful pass. Burnon, the way he was rattling them off, I was worried.
I was very nervous. Because I would have had no idea.
There.
I was like,
I should have got that.
So, Burnon, that moves you to -1. That moves Ben to 1 point. We now have a tie for the lead between Ethan and Ben. Ben, you, however, have possession here in round number 2. What number would you like to go with?
16.
Number 16. Number 16 is a question about the animal kingdom. It's a question about the animal kingdom. You can take it for 3, you can pass it for 2, or you can consult Tyler for 1 measly point.
How do you feel about animals, Tyler?
He can't answer. We can't scope whether or not Tyler knows the answer before.
I am looking at the Lunch's list number 3. This is such a broad category. It could be, where are crickets' ears?
I promise you this: the answer is not Joe DiMaggio.
But it's early in the game, so we'll take it.
Gonna take it for 3.
We'll take it.
Here we go. What type of bird that has been domesticated as pets? Sorry, let me repeat this. What type of bird that have been domesticated as pets and farm animals for more than 500 years can reach adulthood in 18 to 20 weeks, notably reaching 90% of their adult weight by 7 weeks of age if they are well fed?
Pets or farm animals, you said?
That's correct. I can repeat the question in full if you would like.
What were the weights again?
I'm going to repeat the question.
Yeah.
What type of bird that have been domesticated as pets and farm animals for more than 500 years can reach adulthood in 18 to 20 weeks, notably reaching 90% of their adult weight by 7 weeks of age if they are well fed?
It's got to be some sort of chicken, right? Do I need to determine between chicken and rooster?
The more specific you can be, the better.
Now all I can think about is the Seinfeld episode where
Sorry about that.
is it the hen or the rooster? We'll go rooster.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct answer is ducks. Ducks can live up to 20 years depending on the species and if well cared for. Ducks.
Who has a pet duck?
Farmers have pet ducks, and there are people who have pet ducks.
I actually know somebody that grows them, and they put them out of their Cornerstone Ranch.
You know what? Another point for you, Burnon. Congratulations. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. No. Okay, Ben.
But yes, random pet for a duck. I mean,
Ben is down to -2 points. Ethan is in the lead with 1 point. Burnon is at -1. No one's run away with this yet. We're through 2 rounds. It's anybody's game. And we are moving on to round number 3, the third question for Ethan. We're going to try to avoid the wheel maybe this time. What number are you going to go with?
520 or 425.
I was going to say, that would be the first ever time we've had someone pick over 500. 425?
425.
wheel spin.
Yeah, wheel spin. Wheel spin.
Number 5.
Ethan's spinning that wheel.
Oh, it is again?
Yeah, you're on a merry-go-round over there.
Have you had one that wasn't?
That's
a wheel
3
spin?
in a row.
That's 3 wheel spins in a row.
Really 3 in a row.
It's just the way the game is played. He landed on it. Okay, this actually works in your favor. I'm going to give you 2 categories. You tell me which one you want to take the question from. It must be a 3-point question. You can't pass it. You can't go to Tyler. Okay, here we go. These are the 2 questions, or the 2 categories. One is famous acting families. The other is Major League Baseball. Which one of those 2 would you like to go with?
We'll do famous acting families.
Famous acting families.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this pays off for him.
This is intriguing.
Actor Nicolas Cage is the nephew of what famous director? Actor Nicolas Cage is the nephew of what famous director?
Is it Martin Scorsese?
That is incorrect.
It's a heck of a guess, though.
It is the warden from Jailhouse Rock. No, it is Francis Ford Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola. So, Ethan, that was a 3-point miss that got you down to -2. You were tied with Ben Burnon. It's your first lead of the game at -1 points.
Hey, if we're playing golf. I mean,
You guys are terrifying, John Lunsford. Burnon, what number would you like to go with in round number 3?
213.
213. You guys, I love the number choices because it's all over the place. 213. 213 is a question about geography. Would you like to take it for 3, pass it for 2, or consult Tyler for 1?
Let's take it for 3.
Taking it for 3 points. You feel like you're good on geography?
Only one way to find out.
Which 2 countries have the longest shared international border? Which 2 countries have the longest shared international border? This is for 3 points. and a decisive lead.
The U.S. and Canada.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. 5,525 miles of shared border, and Burnon drills that one for 3 points, moving him up to
The other
2 points.
The only other way to go would have been Russia and China.
I was thinking Russia and China.
That's the only two that I was like, oh.
I was thinking long as like period of time.
See, that's the Seinfeld thing that's getting him right there.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, you are tied for second place. What number would you like to choose?
28.
Number 28.
Ben is lowballing us right here. He's lowballed the entire game.
I don't know if there's any strategy with the numbers. Last time I did area codes.
Number 28 is a question about famous marketing campaigns.
Ooh.
Or some may say famous advertising campaigns. Depends on if you're an annual or a yearbook user.
We will pass it.
To who? Burnon
Ethan.
or Ethan? Ethan. Going to Ethan here. Ethan. Here is the question. Jean-Claude Van Damme did a split on moving trucks in an advertisement that garnered more than 119 million views alone on YouTube. For which automotive company that's been around since 1927?
You said split moving. Can you repeat that again?
I can repeat it. Jean-Claude Van Damme did a split on moving trucks in an advertisement that garnered more than 119 million views on YouTube alone. For which automotive company that's been around since 1927? And Ben, you know this answer?
I think so.
Okay.
Ford?
Ford is incorrect. Does anybody think they know the answer?
Volvo.
Volvo is the correct answer.
2 semis.
That moves Ethan down to -4, and it moves Ben up to 0 points. So after halfway through the game, after round number 3, Ethan -4, Burnon at 2, Ben at 0. It is still anybody's ball game. Ethan, I believe, has spun the wheel every single time. We're going to see if you can stop that trend by picking a number 1 through 500.
63.
63. Spin the wheel.
Is this the most consecutive wheel spins ever?
From one player, it has to be. 4 in a row? From one player.
Choose category.
Choose category. I'm going to give you 2 categories. You must take it for 3 points. This,
All right.
even though you've landed on the wheel every time, you've had some opportunities to get some massive points here. So we're going to try to keep that going.
Wondered.
Okay, here we go. These are the 2 categories. Number 1, your first category is the automotive industry, which you may have some PTSD from here. The second category is chronic conditions, which I think, maybe in your line of work, you've seen a couple chronic conditions.
Let's try chronic conditions.
Gonna go with it. Okay, here we go. When talking about the chronic condition, what 4 words does ADHD stand for?
ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Can you say it one more time for me, please, into the microphone?
Attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Okay.
Or is it hyperactivity?
We're gonna. Your official answer was hyperactive disorder. This is one of those God Save the King moments. Now look, you think? You think?
I think.
I'm turning here to the crowd. Obviously not the competitors.
Right?
It's hyperactivity. He said hyperactive disorder.
That's a common fallacy to mix those up. So I mean,
Everybody's
I
good
would
with it?
understand what that was. What he was talking about.
Okay, I'm fine with it. It can go either way in the room. They can either tear you apart for trying to be a letter of the law, or you can have some grace on someone who's been violated by the wheel multiple times since they've been here. So Ethan, you are going to earn the points, but in the future, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, to make my life easier, it will be easier for me.
What?
There hasn't been a single person in the chat saying, like, no, that's not right either. Everybody's like, that's
got
it.
it.
Give it to him.
To be
Close
fair,
enough.
there's not a single person in the chat that agreed with God Save the Queen either, but, that's whatever.
John, you play next week. Can you give the microphone back to Ethan, please?
By the way, I had 5. If you go consecutive games, I had 5 in a row wheel spins.
Ethan, you got a chance to match the high score next after this round.
Good luck,
Okay.
Double Jeopardy.
So Ethan moves up to -1. Burnon is at 2 points. Ben is at 0. It's still anybody's game. It's neck and neck and neck. Burnon, what number are you going to choose?
189.
189 is a wheel spin. Let's go ahead and spin the Wheel of Destiny, John. This is Burnon's first wheel spin. Ethan is just happy to have company in the category of wheel spins.
Choose category.
Choose category. I'm going to give you 2 categories. Here we go. Question number 1 is about the television series Friends. Question number 2 is about the Bible. Some people, their religion is Friends, but you have 2 very different types of categories here. You can go with the television series Friends, or you can go with the Bible. Which one of those 2 would you like to go with?
Rusty on the Bible. Mom probably wouldn't like hearing that. We'll go with the Bible though. We'll shoot for it. Go for the gold.
All right, that's a way to have faith there. Here we go. In the Bible, whose height is described as 6 cubits and a span, somewhere between 9 and 12 feet?
That would be Goliath.
That is correct. Congratulations. Burnon was literally praying going into that question, and he ended up walking away.
I'm really
with the
happy that was the question. David and Goliath's like my favorite Bible story, so I would have been very upset if I'd have missed that.
Everybody roots against Goliath, but that's just height prejudice is what that is, and it's not appropriate because I stand nearly
I heard
Goliath's
Tyler over here go, like, if you don't get this, you're a moron.
Okay.
Like, that was the gasp of air. Like,
That was your Des Moines question.
Ben, you are currently in second place. What number would you like to choose in the 4th round?
We'll do 44.
Number 44.
No way.
Wheel spin. Spin that wheel.
wow.
Welcome to the club.
Maybe. Yeah. See what it lands on. Let me guess. Choose category.
Right over that, too. Can be stolen.
Can be stolen. All right, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to read the question out loud. Ethan is going to have first.
Ben.
Ben is going to have the first go at it. Ben's going to have the first go at it. If he gets it wrong, you guys can steal for 1 point. Okay? But you get a chance to see if he gets it right or wrong first, okay?
Do we
Like a
get
buzzer?
do we get deducted a point if we miss it?
That is correct. You get
Okay.
deducted a point if you miss.
This is first person to raise their hand.
Gotcha.
Yes. When he misses, first person to raise their hand ends up getting it. I'm going to make sure I read this verbatim like I do every single time. Can be stolen. If the answer is wrong, any opponent can steal for 1 point. Ben gets a chance to get it for 3 points. Here we go. Ben, what is currently the highest grossing movie of all time?
All time. Grossing. I used to know this. No longer Titanic, right? There's no interaction with the judge, apparently. Highest grossing of all time. Is it Endgame? Avengers Endgame?
Avengers Endgame is incorrect. Would anybody like to steal? That was the hand raised from Ethan. He had it first for 1 point. Do you have the answer?
Is it Avatar?
That is correct. Avatar ended up
thought it.
overtaking.
Same
Endgame.
director.
Acid and Avatar.
Same director.
Avatar went back.
How did it?
Not
That's
same.
Titanic.
Yeah, it's Titanic
Titanic. Same director.
How did it retake it though?
because it got re-released. But
Before
ahead
they
of
released the sequel, they re-released it. It was really close.
What a sham!
So Ethan moves to 0 points. Ben moves down to -3. Burnon remains at 5 points. And if it makes you feel any better, Ben, Titanic is right over your shoulder, so you can just look at it the rest of the time if you choose to do so.
Just hear the song in my head.
Exactly. So that's going to do it for round number 4. We got 2 rounds left. Still anybody's game, I promise. Let's go with Ethan, who got back to 0 points on that steal. What number would you like to go with?
226.
226. This is very intense. It's a wheel spin.
No way.
I'm feeling it.
I mean, that's only.
We're never going to be
1,
allowed
2,
inside
3.
Restore again. Do you realize this?
It's only his 5th and
I think you have to
4th
default
in a
him
row
to,
now.
We're going to be in
Wheel spin
the
for 6.
chamber, and it's going to start spinning on us. He's like, how do you like it? Opponent wager. I'm going to give the category. You guys can wager anywhere between 0 to 5 points that he's going to miss it. If he misses it, you get those points. Does that make sense?
Based off the category?
Based on the category.
Okay.
However, if he hits it, you lose that amount of points to your total score. So it is a complete wager activity. I like to read the actual literature that I've put with this, saying, this is opponent wager. Opponents bet against the answerer. Once the category is read, you can bet anywhere from 0 to 5 points. Here we go. Here is the category. The category is 80s movies. 80s movies. Now, Burnon and Ben, I'm going to need some answers here of how many points you'd like to wager. Burnon, we're going to go with you first. You can bet anywhere from 0 to 5 points.
Stay conservative. I'm going to stay with 2 points.
2 points is what Burnon is betting. Ben, you can bet anywhere from 0 to 5 points. You're currently at -3. Burnon is at 5. Ethan is at 0. This is going to be a 3-point question for Ethan.
I think we gotta go. Wait, how many? This is round 5, right?
This is round number 5. You're at -3.
And you're
Burnon
first,
is
second,
at 5.
third. Okay.
Ethan is at 0.
I think we gotta go 3. We gotta get back to level.
3 points. Okay, here is the question. Ethan, for 3 points, and this will tie you for the lead. What song does Marty McFly perform for his parents at the school dance towards the end of Back to the Future?
Thriller?
That is incorrect.
Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good is the correct answer. Ethan.
Ironically, I watched Back to the Future just the other night. Ironically.
Vernon, that moves you up to 7 points. Ben, that moves you up to 0 points. It is still anybody's game. Vernon, you have the biggest lead of the game thus far with 7 points. I need a number 1 through 500 as we have 2 rounds remaining for you to land this bird.
99.
Number 99. Vernon has 99 problems, but the wheel ain't one. Here is the question. Or here's the category. The category is about animated television. Animated TV.
I'm going to take that one.
Going to take it for
I'm
3?
gonna take it for 3.
Here we go. Which TV show features Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, Phil, and Lil, and Susie finding themselves in a slew of adventures, both real and imaginary?
Say that one more time.
Which TV show features Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, Phil, and Lil, and Susie finding themselves in a slew of adventures, both real and imaginary?
Are we going to throw Reptar in for Rugrats, or are we going to leave that alone?
Rugrats is the correct answer. I was hoping you would actually name it Reptar with that attitude. I mean, my gosh. Okay, you are currently up to 10 points. Ben is at 0. You need a 10-point jackpot here, Ben.
That'd be great.
What number are you going to go with?
310.
Ben looking for the wheel. Let's see if he finds it. 310 is not a wheel spin. It is a question about famous battles.
Famous battles.
Famous battles.
Well, we gotta go. We gotta go for it.
You going to take it for 3?
Yeah, you got to.
Here we go. The Battle of Shiloh, also known as the Battle of Pittsburgh Landing, was a major battle in the American Civil War fought on April 6th and 7th of 1862. Where did the fighting take place?
Like, what state? Tennessee.
That is correct. Southwestern Tennessee is the correct answer.
I have been there.
Ben has been to
Shiloh, Tennessee.
Shiloh, Tennessee. Okay, there we go. We've got Ben moving up the leaderboard there with 3 points. So, going into the final round, Ethan is at -3. Burnon is at 10 points, which, by the way, the high score in this game of all time is 15, set by John Lunsford, who is the world champion. And Ben is at 3 points. A lot can still happen here. Let's see what happens with Ethan and whether or not, would this be your 6th consecutive wheel spin?
Maybe.
Do it. Do it.
What number would you like to choose?
417.
No, he didn't.
Spin the wheel, John.
I mean,
Had to set
Wow.
some kind of record.
I mean, you're walking away with something, and that's all that matters.
The wheels are spinning.
Watch Ethan somehow still win this thing with the wheel spin. He could go on a killer combo craze here. Okay. So this is the way it works. Same thing. I'm going to give you a category. You can either take it yourself for 6 points, you can pass it for 4 points, or you can consult Tyler, who's been sitting over there mic-less the entire time, for 2 points.
Okay.
Okay? Here is the category. The category is U.S. history.
Let's do it.
You're going to take it for 6 points?
I will.
Here we go. Who was the United States' first Secretary of the Treasury? This is for 6 points.
James Madison.
You got the right time period, but the wrong name. We are
Alexander
looking
Hamilton.
for Alexander Hamilton, which if you've been alive since 2016, has been plastered everywhere. Alexander Hamilton has. The Treasury. John just destroyed Luntz's list. My gosh, it's all good. We'll get it cleaned up. All right. So that is going to move Ethan down to -9 points. I think you're out of contention, but stranger things have happened. Burnon, you're at 10 points. What number would you like to choose here in the final round of play?
Question number 5
Question number 5.
for single digits.
This is a question about famous paintings.
We're just gonna pass that along to Ben.
Okay, Ben, this is a chance for you to jump back in here and
we go.
sort of help even the score. Ben, what year was the Mona Lisa painted?
What year? Oh,
This is way harder than the hockey questions, so I'm sorry.
what year was it painted? It was painted in the year 1568.
The correct answer is 1503. You got half the equation right there. Burnon moves up to 12 points.
Good move. Good move.
Ben moves down to 1 point.
I couldn't dump any more on Ethan. That was not gonna. I couldn't go that route.
Ben, you have to have a wheel spin in order to have a chance to win the game. You must draw the wheel. What number would you like to choose, 1 through 500? And just know that Ethan has taken off many wheel spins already. So the question is, which number would you like to go with?
You did 5. We'll do 4.
Question number 4 is not a wheel spin.
Well, that settles that.
It is a question about notable places in America.
What do we have to lose? Let's do it.
Going to take it for 3 points. In 1872, what was America's first national park?
1872. What was America's first national park? Yellowstone.
That is correct. Yellowstone National Park. That moves you up to 4 points. Very reputable, but it's Burnon who's going to get the win today with 12 points total. Burnon, I hate to say it wasn't as dominating as the scoreboard would maybe look like it was. It was still very tight and contentious there, and I think that Ethan and Ben deserve a round of applause as well for their efforts today.
Everybody.
They did wonderful. Poor Ethan never even was able to get away from the wheel the entire time, and that gives you a little bit of a chance to have a chip on your shoulder for the next time you play.
Sure.
Potentially. Ethan's like, I'm never playing this again. Okay, Burnon, congratulations. Now, here's what this means. You're going to have to work it out in your schedule to where next week you join us to go for the World Championship. You're already competing in some activities coming up here with CrossFit, but you are testing the mind as well as the body here in these months as you will be competing for the World Championship against John Lunsford 1 week from today.
1 week from today.
If you choose to accept that and if your wife allows it, because she's very
work.
busy.
Yeah, I got work
and
too.
work. We'll work it out. But we will we'll write in a note whatever's needed, and you can come in and compete for the World Championship. But congratulations, Burnon. What would you like to say to all of your supporters out there who are growing fond of you and your trivia prowess?
Well, if you got a chance and you want to come out, Labor Day weekend, hang out in Birmingham at the BJCC for a few days, and come see us and support normal people doing extraordinary things. Right before football season kicks off on Labor Day weekend, that would be awesome. Come see us. Just bring the energy hometown kids, hometown guys and ladies working out. You see some really cool, masters, athletes do some really cool things. And thank you guys for letting me come on. I appreciate it very much. I've had
Absolutely.
a blast, hanging out, getting to meet Ethan and Ben, and just anytime. I just love to come hang out some more.
Well, I would love to have you hang out 1 week from today, Wednesday, the final Wednesday of the month of July. It is going to be the 31st. It is going to be a title showdown between John Lunsford, Russell Byrne, and Burnon Moman. Can you feel the burn? Because you got two burns headed for you, Burnon and Russell Byrne.
It's always hot in the studio, so I'm used to it.
That's how you melt down, right?
That's right.
How would you rate Burnon's performance? Because he put up double digits in his first outing.
It was very impressive. Very good job. I do think it was a lot closer than 12-4 to -9 sounds. The wheel will screw you, and the wheel did nothing but kind of screw Ethan over the whole time. I'm sorry, Ethan, but it has happened to the best of us. But no, it was a good overall competition that was actually close despite the score.
Ben, you finished in the silver medalist position there. How do you feel about the singles league compared to the tag team league?
Good. I mean, I missed my teammate with Kelsey, but it was good. It's fun. A little more action.
We're gonna definitely get you back in. Your strong suit is answering the questions, which is the number one piece of advice for Luntz's list, and you get a chance to do that a little bit more when it's a singles division here. So we will get you back in this arena for sure. And Ethan, I don't even want to make eye contact with you because I feel like I have victimized you.
You need to go get you some Restorer.
I need to buy a lottery ticket right now with these numbers I've been guessing.
I know.
How do you feel about roulette later today?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it.
We'll be playing in the parking lot. I'm so sorry, Ethan. We like you way more than it would be made to seem here in the show and with what happened to you. And I feel very bad actually about it, but it gives you something to fight for when you come back to avoid that dreaded wheel, which really kind of chose your destiny today in an unfortunate way. But you've held some good spirit about it, and I'm still afraid to look you in the eye.
I mean, I had a blast. It was fun. I'd be back next time this is available.
Well, I will say that Tyler probably dislikes all three of you because he was never consulted once throughout this entire time.
I should have
Tyler,
asked you the duck question. Did you know the duck question?
I did not. I was going to answer chicken.
I was.
Yeah.
so Tyler, you wore your trivia hat, but you didn't even get to compete in trivia today.
No.
What do you feel about the disrespect that you've been shown by Ethan, Burnon, and Ben, who all colluded to keep you iced out of the competition?
I don't know if it was collusion. I was just bored today. I was just sitting over here with Mr. Culver Kurdsworth, and we were just chilling this
Yes.
whole time.
Yes, that name is actually the best one we came up with. The other one was Lil Meaty that was brought up by John, and I don't like the name Lil Meaty. It terrifies me, but at night he runs around this place. It's very creepy. That is going to do it here for this edition of Meltdown Triple Threat Trivia. We appreciate all of our competitors. Congratulations to Burnon. We'll obviously be rooting him on in future competitions as well here in the Magic City. John, for those that want to compete on their own time, they can visit our title sponsor. That is MyBookie.
Go to mybookie.ag, promo code next round. You see it right there in the corner. Promo code next round. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere in that sports book, in the casino, the live casino, or you can play roulette if you want to with a real roulette wheel. Go to mybookie.ag, promo code next round.
We appreciate all of you being very active in the chat today and having some well-informed opinions there. And we look forward to the championship match 1 week from today. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed so that way you don't miss a thing. We're all getting ready for Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow. We're also going to be playing some more EA Sports College Football 25 on the Meltdown Arcade, and we are looking very forward to that. It's all happening right here on the Meltdown as we are presented by MyBookie, broadcasting live from the Culver studio.